Kapla, and welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of 10 Forward Weekly. I am your host and your senior community manager, Ambassador Kael, also known as Mikey Fatum. And today, it's a chill Q&A day. Now, for those of you who weren't here during my last tenure, what does a chill Q&A day mean? It means I couldn't get a guest for this week. But also, it means that we just get to hang out. We can play some TFOs together. We can talk about the game, and I'll do my best to answer any questions y'all have. Now, there's some caveats to that, as always. There's, if something's upcoming content, I can't really talk about it unless it's something we've already teased or announced. So, like, stuff on the roadmap is okay to talk about. If it's just a when is this item coming to the game, then Tubby, no, it's not that. Then I probably will ignore the question, most likely, even if you post it multiple times, because I can't, I can't answer those questions either, because development changes all the time. So yeah. Let's dive on in. First of all, I'll answer the first question. Killer Bin says, have there been any plans to implement Twitch drops for vanity items or the like? We've talked about it. I don't know how it's progressing. It seems like it's kind of stalled. To be perfectly honest, I'm gonna switch over to gameplay. I would like to do it. Ark would like to do it. We just gotta. I think there's some technical issues that need to get figured out, and we have not figured those out. So a couple of folks have asked when certain things are coming to console. I can't answer on the Picard bundle, but I might be able to answer on the Klingon recruitment event, because I think that's soonish on console. Let's see. I have pulled up the schedule with the webpage. The webpage with the schedule, not the schedule with the webpage. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Looks like Klingon recruitment on console will be coming next week. So there you go. Yeah, this is my my dev character. It's the same guy, but he's, this one, the one on my personal account is a space pirate. This one is a privateer. I did, Eric. Actually, I never lost it. I was very sneaky. Before I was let go, I changed the email address on my dev account and then very quietly held onto it and didn't do anything game breaking with it. I lost permissions for everything, obviously. But yes. Halo, of course it's a matcha. That's what I do. What's my favorite Star Trek movie and series? It's going to be controversial, but I think my favorite movie is Star Trek 09. That movie came out while my wife and I were planning our wedding, and it was a very stressful time for us. And I maintain it's a very good movie, but it also became her comfort movie very quickly. And I think we saw it 12 times in like a month. I really enjoy it. Do I manage all the social media accounts myself? Yes, I do. Favorite series? Right now, it's a toss-up. I really liked the first season of Starfleet Academy. It really grabbed me, and I really enjoyed every minute of it. Because it's only one season, it doesn't feel right to be like, that's my favorite show. Especially with the second season coming, and I wish 5 more, but I would think it would be a toss-up between TNG and Lower Decks. Both really do what I want out of Star Trek. Should I ban Endeavor? I can be bribed. No, I can't. Yeah, I haven't, Riker 1, that's on a list. There's a list that I'm making, for Jeremy that I need to finish making of all of the items that were released once in one form or another and are now no longer attainable, like, Aaron's ship and the pink vanity shield and things like that. Yeah, Hippie, I'd love to have Weston back on to explain stuff. We did one of those a long time ago, focusing on the Klingon sword fight. I still have some of the notes and pictures from that. But I think he'd love to do that. Medical Shield, that's the other one. Have I watched the Frakes and Spiner podcast? I didn't know there was a Frakes and Spiner podcast. That's cool. All right, while we're chatting, I'm going to post my name here. Actually, let's do it this way. If you want to play some random or some TFOs with me, post your character name and ad handle in chat, and I'll send you some stuff. I'll send you an invite. The Bridge Interiors USS Eternia. Well, first of all, great name. Man, am I excited for that movie. If I had the sword close by, I would grab it. It's in the living room. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make a thread on the Discord, Ryokin, for people to post it there. Okay, it's called Dropping Names. Awesome, thank you. There was a thing that somebody was asking. I lost it. But yeah, if you want to do some TFOs with me, put your name in chat. I got you, Virtual Zen. Let's do this. Nope, wrong button. I always do that. Someone from work just messaged me, "Hi, Mikey," and I almost responded, "Hi," on stream, as if they were listening. They're not. How do I... Okay, because if I hit invite here, it's going to invite this random guy. Someone remind me how I invite just a person to my stream. They were asking about more ship interiors. Thank you. Yes. So, here's the deal with ship interiors. Ship interiors take a tremendous amount of sorry, let me get the team set up and then I will answer the ship interiors question. Or not. Search the name, Virtual Zen. How do I do that? If I go to search, I don't see a search option unless it's up here. Ah, okay, there we go. Right, we can't invite you to a team, so we're not going to do randoms. Okay. Got Rachel. And then I've got John. Thank you for the friend request, Rachel. Got it. You can do randoms in a private group? Oh, cool. How? I think the problem is less that I have a private group and more that I'm a Klingon and I'm guessing all of y'all are fed. Okay, so ship interiors, thank you. So basically, yes, Wolf Grey put it in good terms. We do building a ship interior takes a lot of resources from both environment, art, and content. Those resources then would not be able to be spent on making new missions for the game, and new missions are what brings in players. Y'all, we have a bunch of y'all that stay all the time, but we have a very large group of players that comes in when there's new stuff, hangs out for a bit, and then tails off, and then when there's new stuff, they come back again. So that's why we don't make as many. We are making one for the Gumtu, which is going to be the summer ship. So that's very exciting. Jeremy insisted we make one, which is why it got delayed from one year to the next, and that's just really cool. So we do have some coming. Captain Spicy Pants over on YouTube. I don't There's not a dilithium sink to buff endeavors, but there is going to be another way to, well, I shouldn't say is because this isn't 100% certain, but I have heard talk in the virtual hallways of a way to get endeavor progress that might be coming. But I don't want to promise anything. Spicy ball meat, never. Death first. Punisher, no idea. That's a weird one. I will ask about that. I'll figure out who I ask about that. When you say looks better, do you mean it's just like higher resolution? Would love to have the gateway back. I don't think we have the resources to bring that back right now. No, I don't know when that cleanup will happen, Stanky Boy. Sorry, the question was, there's going to be a removal of less popular Infinity items. No, I know that's still being discussed. Hi, Flo! Alright, so if y'all have any lore questions, you can ask me, and then I'll ask Flo in chat, and then Flo will respond in chat. Good to see you, Flo. Glad you're always here. Okay, anybody else want to play before we jump in on this? There are showers on Klingon ships. Gah is delicious. I will not have these disingenuous aspersions. What do Etherians eat for breakfast? Other sentient species. Yeah, GPL store is something else that needs love. You're right. When will the next lifetime sale be? Can't answer. Sale questions? Sorry about that. The light looks better. It just looks less dark. Huh. I wonder if... on your Xbox X games, is there an option to turn lighting 2.0 on? Trexpert, no plans that I've heard of. Since Cryptic went remote before everything else happened, a lot of the old Cryptic devs are spread around the country, so I don't know if people would want to go to do that. Console players can't set torpedoes to autofire? That seems... I am going to open Slack right now and message that off to somebody. I don't even know who I'd message that off to. Jeez. I guess live issues makes sense. Stream issues report. I'm going to make this a thing that I do. 5, 12, 26. I'm still going to tell you to post your comments and questions on the Discord, but console players are not able to set torpedoes to auto fire. Great. Okay, that's up there now. You're a Klingon. How can you get a team invite? You post your name and your handle in chat, and I will invite you. Spicy Ball Meat, the office is still there. I don't know how long it's going to be there because obviously it's way bigger than the people who actually work there now. And even before everything else, Cryptic had started leasing out parts of it to other companies. Zez, I got you. The gack that I had at STLV was actually not spicy. It was garlic noodles and steak, and it was delicious. Muak, no, because I didn't get in trouble for revealing behind the scenes info because I was very careful about what I revealed. I didn't say anything that would get me in trouble, basically. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 5 people. Now, you guys said I can do randoms with this group. If I don't see randoms as an option on this list. If I go to Task Force and hit Join Random Advanced, will it do it with these people, or will it boot me out of the team? Nice, Rachel. Post it on the Discord. Any direction the next episode is going to take. A surprising one. Ramona, you've never had garlic noodles? Go to your local Thai restaurant immediately. Yeah, if I hit random advance, it'll bring everyone along? Okay, cool. Let's do it. Should we be worried about STO if they're renting out their office? No. Basically, during the pandemic, we went remote. And because we went permanently remote, people went all across the country. I moved to Los Angeles. Some people moved to Seattle. Some people moved to St. Louis. So there weren't as many people in the office anymore. And so there wasn't a need for the huge office we had. So people switched out we were always planning on sort of downsizing. We had a lease, so we couldn't. So there was parts of the building that got basically subleased with the owner's permission to some other local companies. But it was never a reflection on the health of STO or not. That's awesome, Galactic Cowboy. Working remote is the best. Stu, you do work for us. You just don't get paid. That's not true. Ah, good. I don't know if my... Nope, keybinds are not correctly set up for this character. It's great having Thomas as the top boss. It's funny, because even though he's a really good friend of mine, and I've known him for years, I still get that, like, flutter, you know, when you're... Oh, this bar isn't even set up as a keybinds bar. Okay, that makes more sense. I still get that, like, flutter of, oh god, my boss wants to talk to me. But he's awesome. He's always been awesome. He'll always be awesome. Yeah. You know what I mean. Not that kind of flutterer, cowboy. Just that, like... For those of us with anxiety, anytime your boss is like... even though Thomas isn't technically my boss. Anytime you go to meet with your boss, you're like, well, today's the day I'm getting fired. Yeah, exactly, big damn nerd. And I've had bosses who do that for, like, casual things. Like, hey, you got a sec? And then it's about, you know, nothing. Soon is a relative term. I have heard some discussion about... No, I probably shouldn't even say that. STO is always looking for new ways to grow. Okay, I am firing. I know people say Subspace Jumper is bad. I love it so much. Although I should have set up a macro, so every time I use it, it says, nothing personnel, kid. I had, no joke, I had my one-on-one with Thomas yesterday, and we spent the first 20 minutes talking about the Battletech models he'd just painted. That's a little better. Now I can see my ship. Don't really need to, but... Magic wand to make my MMO grow! Okay, can I shrink chat? There we go. Some battle cruisers! Yeah, I'll take an Infinity Lockbox. I think that's something that's being looked into for sure, Katie. With merging PlayStation and Xbox servers with PC, or at least merging them with each other. I don't know how technically feasible it is, and I don't know whether those discussions have continued. Nice, Rachel. I do know Jordan Wiseman's name, but I don't remember where I know it from. Oh, wrong button. That's one of those combos that is definitely off meta, but still a lot of fun. Who is your daddy and what does he do? I wouldn't be scared about it, Katie. I don't think we would do it unless there was a way to do it where you know, you get to keep your character and all your progress. I can't imagine us doing a reset. I generally do ignore meta, but since I'm publicly performing on this stream... Yeah, I love that there was a fast on console too. That made me really happy. The torp boat I've been working on over on my main account, it just isn't really finished yet, and it's being showed very well by how quickly this is destroying birds of prey. Are there any plans to share early preview screenshots of ships from the upcoming Kelvin Timeline bundle? Probably not, but it's an idea, especially if we're allowed to announce stuff a little more early. Yep, that is absolutely true, Strathkin. And Warframe, like a lot of the other games that do that, built for that from the beginning. When we launched on console, the console companies weren't talking to each other as nicely as they are now. And it's unfortunate. Yeah, exactly. Any chance of getting the Yorktown station? What do you mean by the station? Oh, sorry. You know, Endeavor, we were going to do the Jamestown, and then I told them, no, we can't. This is a joke. This is a joke, I promise. Don't we already have the Narada? Do we not already have the Narada? I don't think it was on purpose. I think there was, like, reasons for it, but that scheduling happened while I was not here, so I don't know those reasons. The Yorktown... Yorktown Station from Star Trek Beyond. Cool. We don't have the Narada? I'm surprised. I would see why everybody's guessing the Narada for the Klingon or the Romulan Kelvin ship. Then, I suspect. I actually haven't looked at what that ship is, so I have no idea if you're right or wrong. But it seems like you would be right. There's multiple copies of the City of Dubai. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, I'm gonna look. And then I'm not gonna tell you the answer, but I'm gonna look. There's a note on the ship that's very funny. I was wondering about that because, oh no, not this again. Can I say what the note says? No. We do have the Enterprise J L890. It's a Universe class ship. I think it's in the Infinity R&D pack. I can't just laugh at something in stream and be bound to an NDA. I'm gonna check something. Okay. I was gonna say the word in Klingon if there was a translation for it, but there isn't. All right. I want to keep playing with a bunch of different people, so if you want to play, post your character name and your @ handle in the chat. Oh, it's also in Muds. That's right. What's my favorite Pokemon? I've got a story for this. So I started playing Pokemon Diamond, and I didn't have a favorite Pokemon. And then there's this bit in... I don't know if I was playing Diamond or Pearl. I may have been playing Pearl, but there's a bit in the game where you go to a store or a house, and the owner there can talk to your Pokemon. And so he'll translate what they're saying to you and how they feel about you. And my Gyarados was like, lots of people don't understand us or are afraid of us, but Mikey treats me kindly and understands me. And I was like, we are best friends forever, Gyarados. And so now that's mine. That's my favorite. All right, let's do another random. Do we want to do advanced or elite? I know, Trexpert, I know. I'm so sorry, buddy. Oh, I have one too much? 1, 2, 3. Oh, did somebody leave out? What's my favorite real-life sword? Probably... like, real-life sword that I own is probably the one that I use in the show that I don't promote on this stream. Because people get really... when I came back, I was accused several times of promoting my side project on official streams. I never actually had, but once on accident since I came back, the logo did appear, and once on my own personal stream. My favorite fictional sword, that is a heck of a list. I'm going to say right now it's He-Man's Power Sword, but the full list would probably be, well, it's all the swords I'm going to get a tattoo of eventually. So it's like He-Man's Power Sword, Luke's lightsaber, Sokka's Star Sword, my sword from the League, although that isn't fictional. I have like 10 in this list of the tattoo, but those are the ones that come to my head. Amaze, amaze, amaze! Wow, self promo, boo! Remond wants to know if it's ever be possible for in the future for KDF and Fed characters to group for modern missions in TFO. It should be possible. We had Keith, our senior programmer, had it as a personal project for a while, and I was really working on it, and it got deprioritized, and I think there was some major issues with it. So they have to it got put on the back burner, and then everything else happened. But yes, cross-faction teaming is something that I would also love. Maybe in a few years, that kind of stuff was possible because Keith and Travis were really able to dive into the code and kind of matrix it and, know what they're seeing and make everything work. The folks who are programmers for us now are super talented, but they haven't had as much time with the engine. So I don't know that we'd give them that complicated of a task right away. Yeah, Sword of Omens is... I don't know why. The Sword of Omens, I love it. I love the design, but it doesn't make it into my top 10 for some reason. Zej, I still love you. All right, nobody told me whether they wanted Advanced or Elite. I'm doing Elite like a crazy man! We got Stu. We'll be fine. I haven't heard any plans of that, Morgana, but doesn't mean it's not happening. I don't know that anybody's looking at it right now, but that's something, if you want to post that in the feedback section of the Discord with some more details, I can definitely pass it on. Do Elite Corfez unless I lack honor. That is so funny, because we have a full team. We are not on Infected because someone else queued for it. So the game just dropped us in here. It's like everybody wants to be an Infected. Katie Red, there's a whole lot of stuff about Terrans. We probably wouldn't do a new faction start at this point, unless something major changes. And if we did, we probably wouldn't do Terrans. Just if people are more uncomfortable with having to do war crimes than they think they are. I don't know, Hippie John, but we put the Orchid in the game just now, so it stands to reason that we would be able to use other ships. Pull out a cloak and open fire! Whoa, what does that sound? I mean, it's up to you, Greebog. Honestly, it's the first time it's been asked about since I got back, Muok, so that's a couple of months. Nope, nope, don't attack the nanite generator. Oh, yes, do attack the nanite generator. Not if we kill them. Spicy Ball Meat, there's no talk at all about a new faction right now. Again, who knows what'll change in the future, but right now, no. That would be a big drain on potential resources. Gonna go do my favorite thing to these nanite probes. If I can get there. Never mind, they're all gonna be... Oh, there they are. Okay. What is that ship? That is a legendary Negvar. Okay. Is more planned with the IDW crossovers? We just started a new conversation about that today. So we'll see. I hope so. I know Jack reached out to IDW independently and was like, we should do stuff together. And they were like, we do stuff together. And he was like, oh. Sure. I can, Hippie John, I can say, at least one of those things you mentioned. I guess you only mentioned two things, but at least one of those things you mentioned is happening. Did not mean to do that. Katie Reed, the servers on all the platforms suffer sometimes. I know it might seem like it's purely a PlayStation thing. It's affecting everybody, and I'm sorry about that. Ramona, I would love that. How well did the quick start do? I think honestly it did well. It didn't set the world on fire, but it did well, especially in terms of bringing lapsed players back, which is good. I did not already answer what my favorite ship is, but it is the Klingon Bird of Prey. My favorite Star Trek ship is the Klingon Bird of Prey. Oh, good. I could leave that mission. That's nice. About Unity shielding patch. Okay, Halo, you're right. I did say that. Remind me what that means so I can add it to the list here. I mean, I can't do a barrel roll with Tetsuo. I could do it 2 different ways. I know, Jerry. I wish we had added female Jem'Hadar now that they definitely exist. Also, how you doing, Mayo? Oh, that's sick. Icronics. Post a picture of that in the Discord, please, and tag me. Hey, nice job, Wrecker 1. Yeah, okay. The Oberth. You all know my feelings about the Oberth. It's a frisbee strapped to a canoe! There you go. Oh yeah, there's all the Discords if you want them. Yeah, it's funny. We don't have as many people in the Discord as I thought we did. So if you haven't joined, it's a really good place to hang out. Jemmy Dodger is perfect. All right. Do we want do new people want to join in for this next TFO? It says link invalid. It doesn't say link invalid for me. It just worked for me. I can't believe we don't already have cowboy hats. We should have cowboy hats. Sunyo tried to throw a link in chat. Sorry, it blocked you. It was probably a link to the Discord. Spicy ball meat reworking ground combat is a huge task, but it is something that we've thought about before. Make a note. Oh, yeah, okay. What happened with did somebody Unity explain the Unity bug to me so I could put it in the thing? Because I want to make sure I do that. Halo, where you at, bro? Explain the Unity bug. All right, we'll get Theron in here. The real treasure was the cowboy hats we made along the way. It really depends on what we do, Spicy Ball Meat, but it could be years. Okay. I will invite Duncan. I just have to find you. Or are you standing right in front of me like usual? Let me check that before I... No! For once, you're not here and top-hatting me. 16th Anniversary Bundle was fun, and making that movie was really fun, too. I don't know if that worked. I don't think it did. I need your character name, too. Or I guess we are friends on this account, I'm pretty sure. There you are. Okay, thank you. So the Unity shielding is not affected. And this is just in PvP? And is Unity shielding a trait? A console? I guess I could just look on Stow Wiki. Good evening, Mino Dan. Welcome, welcome. It's a space trait. Okay. The Unity shielding space trait. Hold and immunity are not players control resistance. There we go. All right, that's on the thing too. Flyable Hideki when? You know better than I do. I know you know them all by memory, Mayo. Can the Sullivan skin type be unlocked for alien gen characters? It's unlocked. It's locked to female aliens wearing hats. I'm gonna put that on the list. Oh, what faction and race is it in, Ramona? Taken by surprise? Okay. Do you know when that happens? Will STO ever return to FedCon? Paramount doesn't want us to go to unofficial conventions. Still. It's on all a generic alien. Okay, so alien gen creator for all factions where it is available. Cool. I have added that to the list as well. Does anyone else want to play the next TFO with us? Yeah, Star Trek Online community is the one run by the Stow Wiki folks, who are very good folks, and that's a fun Discord. Dark Mom, as far as I know, there are no official conventions in America. There are official events. I don't know if Destination Star Trek is still going over in Europe. I hope so. Yeah, it's weird, Cairo. Really? Destination Trek is dead too? That's too bad. That was one of my favorite trips. What? Okay, I'm gonna add that too, Duncan. Similarly, cool head parts for alien gen males are only available if you're wearing the Ryzian sunscreen. Wild. Yeah, I don't really know what happened, Stu. I thought Mission was great. Mission Chicago was great, but all right. If you want to get into the next one, Scotty H7, I think I did. Yeah, I gave that away. Thank you. If the sunscreen is unlocked, okay. If you've unlocked. That's a good question, Cap Ledbetter. First of all, welcome. Thanks for joining us for your first time chatting. I have talked to people about these items before. I know at the time, no, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'll have to ask about that again. Well, that's annoying, Cairo. Meanwhile, tickets for Celebration sold out so fast that people were mad. That's great. Hi, John's kitty. Have I done the current arc? What do I think of it? Yes, and I really like it. I'm intrigued by the Ethereans. Maybe not as much as some of you are, looking at Lemirin. But I'm definitely intrigued. That doesn't sound right. What are you clicking on to click on transport, Morgana? You are Lemirin! But doctor, I am Pagliacci. STO in full HD when? You could run STO in HD. Oh, I'm sure, Cairo. Keep posting your names in chat if you want to join us. We've only got 3 people for this run, so... Hey, Jonathan Cox. Jem'Hadar hangar attack ships. You know, okay, so what I'm going to do about items you can't get anymore, and I'm going to do it right now so I don't forget, is I'm going to go over to the Discord. And I'm going to, let's see, where should this be? I could make a thread in Bridge, but I feel like that'll get deleted. So I guess bugs and issues. Let me fire this off in bugs and issues. Please list all of the items that are either character, well, please let that are either, and I'll put it in the message. Character bound, but part of a bundle where everything else is reclaimable. Or 2, a previous reward that is now completely unobtainable, even in MUDs. I want to make a list for the devs. Oh, that's not the post. This is the... No, that is the post. Oh, I have to... Okay, more tags. Okay, we're just going to tag this general. And then we are gonna pin it. All right. Go ahead and post anything in there. I could drag everybody into gravity kills. When is the Picard ship pack coming to console? I don't know that I can tell. Like, again, I can't tell you the exact date, but oh, I gotta fix that blog. The Infinity Lockbox box was updated on all platforms. I'll have to ask about that. I don't see it on the list. And I'd only give you general dates anyway, but... Good job, Trexpert. I had Sunyo asked to join. Sunyo, give me give me your name again. Unless, did you already friend me? There we go. Thank you. Yeah, that possibly would work, Neo. Again, put it on the list that I just put in the Discord. Thank you, Jerry. I really appreciate you resisting posting that. Yeah, sure. Rachel, post them in the Discord. Uh, okay. Consoles locked to ships is a different conversation. I don't think the Tommy gun not being reclaimable was a bug. So definitely put that in the thread. I think it was intentionally character. All right, we're gonna dive into another elite random, or actually, unfortunately, Dark Mom isn't here, but let's do it. Oh wait, we only have 4 people. We can't do that. It won't pop because none of y'all play it. Oh, Tommy gun was made reclaimable. Great, awesome. I actually found out today when the Athena is coming to the game, and it makes me very happy. Okay, so the Jem'Hadar attack ships are available. Sorry, Katie. Okay. Oh, you are on. Great. Everybody's freaking out. You're surprised the hero ship from a game is gonna be in the game. The hero ship from the show, I mean. Oh no, what happened to all my teammates? Okay. I need everybody's names again. I'll try and find those of you who I know friended me. What's the issue with the rock paper scissors emotes, Katie Reed? Space Adventure, I can't tell you that. There we go. And I saw another one. There we go. Chat, stop scrolling so I can highlight this. Thank you. All right, we'll get you in here, Side Tuck. Wait, 1, 2. Yeah, we got room for you. Oh my god. Okay. All right, gang. Well, you know what that means. Since we have 5 and Dark Mom is with us, we get to play one of my favorite TFOs. Current Matt, what? Did it just boot everybody out again? What does that mean? Oh, I have to do it through here. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Okay, let me re-invite you all. Okay. I wish there was a way to sort friends by, like, most recent. Can you do that? Gotta drag this up a little bit so I see it. Galactic Cowboy. That's funny. And I think Plantain, you were with us too, right? All right. Let's begin. Let's begin. Let's begin. Anybody ever seen that happen before? I forgot Dark Mom. No, I invited Dark Mom. She just didn't accept. Dark Mom, accept. There she is. All right, now can I go? Oh, okay, we're waiting for Plantain. Was Plantain one of the people who was in there? Is that you, Jonesy? We have too many people? Okay. We will remove the person who hasn't signed up yet. There we go. You know, that's probably true, Plantain. Sorry, Sunyo, did I not get you in here? I thought I did. Also, are we doing it? Game? Oh, I should have done this on a harder difficulty. What up, everybody? Here we go. I was a little burnt out, Muwak. Working on an STO has been great. The real thing that's helping me avoid burnout is that having a little bit of extra help with the blogs.
We are going to destroy them.
All right, we got a couple of zippy ships. Well, we got a zippy ship, and it's me. Or maybe no, those are the NPC ships. So big ships hang back and defend. Little ships go get particles. Mod for the community abandoned by CM? What? I will, Rachel. Thank you. All right, we have to fight these guys first, don't we? Back into cloak. And we're out of here. And we're... Whoops. I went the wrong way. Let me drop you. What am I... Oh, I'm at the base. Jeez, what am I doing? Man, guys. I am out of it today, I think. And back we go! I pinned it in feedback, Caplet. Oh, there it is. All right, off we go again. Oh, I've hinted in bugs and issues. Sorry. My memory is not great. Oh, thank you for the bits, Eximer. Appreciate that. We are gonna heal the Jupiter up a bit. Oh, the Jupiter isn't hurt. That was the other thing. Ah! Deliver the particles! Alright. That's good to know, Nuckin. I love the way this thing turns. My God. Just going from a top speed to a full stop and turning, it feels so good. Yeah, yep. That's 100% true, Stu. Oh, someone must already be collecting them. All right. I'll get the dangerous ones. No, I won't. Oh, where's the gravitic anchors? Oh, I guess we already got them. Yeah, it's very true, big damn nerd. Hopefully one day we'll get that effects tuner thing going. I know some players have created some stuff for it. That's a big cluster of ships I don't want to deal with. Oh, okay, I guess someone collected that one? Well, nothing for it then. You can't suck me in, I've got too much engine power. And I don't even have the competitive engines on this ship. You shall stand back and admire from afar, Bob? I see. Forgot to, cloak. Not that it seems to have mattered. That's great. Maybe I will. Oh, no, you're saying that's something we should add. I agree with you, nerd. Big damn nerd. Who are these punks shooting at this ship? No one told you you could do that. Nice. Ah, okay. Very cool, Rachel. I will look at it in a sec.
We've collected enough Hawking particles to power the disruption weapon.
I'm helping! I helped! Did we not get the third anchor yet? Oh! Jeez. Nope, there it goes!
The station has fallen into the black hole. Move on to the next one.
What a absolutely terrible way to die. Ah! I mean, that's one way, Ramona. Jettison 15 warp course. And yes, I understood that reference. One thing I love about movie science is it doesn't have to make perfect sense. Same thing with comic book science, as long as it sounds like it makes sense. Oh, my graviton displacer could push people into the black hole? You don't say. We're gonna give that a try. Oh no! Accidentally did a pile-up maneuver. Warp! Yes, this was that TFO, Buwak. I was just about to tell that story. I wasn't sure if you guys had heard it too many times, but yeah, when we were first making this TFO, Jesse attempted to program it. Oh dear. Okay. Best option is probably to try and depart. Yep, that doesn't work either. But yes, he tried to do, can't press escape either. I just saw your comment in chat, Duncan. Yep, this is a bug that only happens on this character, and I wish I knew why. Because I've reported it several times, but QA hasn't really been able to fix it. It's that permadeath some of you wanted. All right, I'm going to close STO and reopen it. Hopefully I can jump back into the TFO, but if not... Yeah, this user has the weirdest bug, and it's me. I don't think it's the TFO. Yeah. I had that problem on the first TFO we did today, too. I don't think it's you, Trexpert. Klingon discrimination. There you go. Yeah, it's one of the weirder bugs. Because it's not like it's my computer. It doesn't happen on other characters and other accounts. It's just this guy sometimes gets stuck. I know, Trexpert, but I also know you, so I wanted to make sure. Hey, we logged back into the TFO. That's great. I wasn't sure if that was how it worked. Thanks. I'm glad you liked my space background, Muak. All of you have seen that space... Oh, no. All of you have seen that space background many, many times. I think it's character specific, yeah. And it's still not letting me respawn or leave the map. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to load back in. But I need to grab some. I need to grab a drink, so I'm gonna go do that as well. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, I was like, you gonna show him the game? So I've always wondered if someone could explain, like, I'm 5. I know 5-3 ships are considered better for, like, you know, like cannon builds and stuff like that, because, you know, you want to be facing your enemy for those kind of builds anyway. But for, like, beam builds, why is 5-3 better? Oh, Ramona. Jesse went and tried to program the gravity for the black hole in Gravity Kills accurately, like with the actual numbers from science of what a black hole's gravity is like. And he turned on the map and crashed the server that he was working on. And then apparently a few minutes later, a programmer from like Core came to his desk just to say, never do that again. Dual beam banks. Okay, cool. Excellent. I await your long and even more enlightening explanation. All right. Got it. Okay. Oh, see you later, Lucas. Lucas Zdarkowski. Duco, I can't tell you guys when sales are. All right, let's try and get our friends back in here. Why would I ever want to see my offline friends? Okay. Sure. Okay, I'm throwing in the names that I remember, but if anybody else wants to play, let us know. Hey, Rod, welcome. What made us move to Instagram, and how many legal steps does something so simple take? I don't think I took any legal steps. It was just, you know, when I came on the job, my new boss was like, "We don't have an Instagram. Should we make one?" And I was like, "Yeah, sounds great." And so we did. And then we spent probably a couple of months getting it ready. Exactly, Shirado. The game just naturally favors your forward arc. That's interesting. Thank you, Stu. All right, let's add you. Utsumi. And that is 5. All right. We're going to go do another random elite. All right, Rachel. While we're loading in, I'll look it up. You put it in fan art? You did not. Screenshots? You did not. Where did you put it, Rachel? Any plans for a Mastodon presence? So Blue Sky seems to be where most people are, and we're begging us to go. I don't know a lot of folks who are STO folks on Mastodon, but if there's a huge community there, let me know. A lot of it, I think, might have been changed, Stanky Boy. It's in fan art. Did we just post a lot of fan art already? And I missed it? Because I didn't scroll up far enough? Oh, cool. So how did you, are these just edits of the STO ships? I'm going to put them on screen. Hang on. Oh, and of course we're loading in. Ah. I'm going to get in there and the TFO is already going to be done. Okay, now, before we do anything else, we close all other windows. These are very cool, Rachel. I like them. All right. Man, there's a lot of talking in the fan art channel. But now I must press the any key. Uh-oh. Time to press the... Oh, too late. I am sure there's a gameplay reason why omnis are restricted. I don't know what it is, though. You gotta be kidding me. All right. Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna switch to my personal account here. So that we don't have this problem anymore. Unfortunately, that means I won't be friends with most of you, so I may have to go do I may have to get your names again. That's awesome, Rachel. You did those edits on Canva? Failed to talk to cryptic servers for the initial connection. There we go. Okay, so explain to me, I should know this, but I don't. Explain to me how Omni Beams work, and why they're so good. Ha! Very good joke, Cairo. Wait, what was that? Ah, yes. Beautiful piece of art. I should add that to the wallpaper list. Okay, so it sounds like there's a lot of feedback about Omni Beams. I'll have a conversation with Jeremy about it. Got it. So everybody would just run all Omnis all the time and never have to worry about ship positioning. Got it. Okay, thank you, Stu. 360-degree burr, laser of death, go burr. All right, I'm gonna hop into a random elite here. Let's go see how ISE is doing. Oh god, yeah, Fire at Will with all Omni is the final attack from the end of Last Starfighter. Huh. I wonder why that's not... I bet you, Stu, I bet you that's not on the table, actually. I was going to say I wonder why that's not on the table, but I bet you restricting Omnis to back slots is not on the table because so many people use them in forward slots right now. And that's the kind of change that could make a massive riot. All Death Blossom all the time. Here we go.
Welcome to Pariah 3. I'm Lieutenant
Oh.
John Vanderveer, and I'll be your demolitions expert on this.
All right, let's do it.
The Spawn Mother
The Spawn Mother, I remember there was the first time I played this game on console. This character is not set up for ground at all, so we'll see how this goes. But the first time I played this on console was the first time that I actually saw what the Spawn Mother looked like before she was just instantly slaughtered. Are we getting back the old way Deep Space Nine was? Like before we revamped it? No, probably not. Same, Sync, same. I understand Star Trek Online deeply, but not as much as a lot of other people do. Yeah, some missions you can see the old DS9. I need to stick to my morals and force the others to play KDF instead. No, I'm actually just playing this character because I'm building up the Torp boat, and I'm very excited about the Torp boat. But I do miss my boy Cogtash, so we might switch after this one. Yeah, it was... if I remember correctly, it was too much work to update it for every mission. So they just updated it for the main social map and future missions. Because I think for Boldly They Rode, you go there too. Oh my god, I have cover shield? What a monster. Everyone's going to think I'm trolling for putting that up. Mitsu! I don't know if Orbital Strike is a good power, but it looks cool. Yeah, I will never use it again. I didn't realize I had it slotted on this character. I'm not sure why cover shield was never changed. Like, I feel like it shouldn't have collision. And I know that it's been a problem and a trolling device for years, so I'm not sure why. Like, if it just put up a shield like everything else does, that you could walk through but with blocked fire, that would be great. Hey, what you doing? What you doing there? What you doing? Ah!
that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom.
I mean, that's true, Stu, but still, it seems like it's the sort of thing, especially because somebody, I think, may have been Mayo, is was trolling the devs with it during playtests in order to get people to fix it. What mission is that, Ramona? It was you? Good, I'm glad. You make your point. And you make it well. No, that is not how you get things changed, Stu. But it is Mayo using trolling for good.
Clear a path. Fire in the hole. Walk that first step.
Oh, neat. Okay. So it does have uses. That's an interesting idea, MRBL. Post that in the feedback section. Whee! Yeah, you were testing stuff. Oh.
Get us across. Cover me.
So that is a situation where it would be useful. I wonder if it would be useful in the new TFO with the Apex. Were shields ever useful? Yeah, at the start of the game, shields were useful, and the fire energy weapons until the shields drop and then fire torpedoes was a good playing strategy. You guys just found better ones very quickly. No, Mara, or more cookies. Absolutely not. I know exactly what you're trying to get me to do. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was thinking more using it the same way someone was describing earlier to sort of block his line of sight. Like, you start doing the console and then you throw a cover shield down behind you.
This is it, the center of the hive, where we'll find the spawn.
I would like to know more. I feel like this thing needs to be bigger. Like, it would be a scarier boss if it was huge. Yeah. I totally get that. Did someone just freeze her solid? There was... Oh, they went to the Tribble Planet on Prodigy? I need to finish watching Prodigy. Oh no, I did it again. Oh gosh. So sorry, everyone. If you're in the TFO and you could hear me.
It killed the spawn mother, but we need
Okay.
so I can set off the charges and bring down the hive.
I think I'm doing Delta Alliance right now. It's on Blu-ray? Okay. I should find the Blu-rays and finish watching it. I know, I bring dishonor to a lot of houses, Muwok. Discovery was one of my favorite shows, and I still haven't watched season 5. There's just so little time. Okay. I think we'll do one more. Okay, now question, chat. Would you rather watch me do one more TFO and interact with chat, or would you rather I do... ads. Would you rather do a like Q&A section for the end of the stream here? Okay, we got 2 votes for TFO, Q&A, 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 Q&A. Okay, we're going to do a Q&A. I'm going to go back to just me. All right, fire away. No, Galactic Cowboy. What cues do you got that you want me to A? Oh, you can always ask really dumb questions, too. Jerry, I don't think Cryptic makes anyone or ever made anyone watch it. We did have company meetings when we were all in the same place where we'd watch the new episodes, but I think everybody does. I am so excited for the Master of the Universe movie, you know. Why are ground elites easier than space elites? Is that a design decision? It probably is, because people aren't as super high geared on ground as they are in space. Junta Quinte, I would contact support about that. Let me get you a link. Of course, I've got to find it. Oops. Stu, Tuesday. Did I save it somewhere? Annoying. I should definitely have this link bookmarked. Okay. Let's see if just a Google gets it to us. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. I'm going to put this in the chat. Stop it, Stu. Prodigy Season 2 was amazing. Pineapple on pizza, what's your stance? Not for me, but not everything has to be for me. And if people enjoy it, that's great. What have I found most interesting that I've learned? It's been interesting learning what a lot of the meta things mean. So, like, you know, I saw you guys talking about Uncon a lot, but I didn't know what it was, for example. How cool is the alien starship from TNG on the roadmap? I think it's pretty cool. Crossover promos. Do you mean like with other companies or like with platforms, Duncan? When can we expect the next update? Closer to when this roadmap is almost done, I think. I know Sharu, we couldn't double inventory and account bank slots and stuff. So basically, on every character, all of those slots and everything that's in them is data that makes the character container a bigger file. And if it gets too big, then then it can cause real problems for the games. Champions had this once. I would love a Moopsie cannon. Stu, my social security number is 00000000000. Halo, I'm starting to finally settle in. The first couple of weeks were stressful because it was just kind of, start your old job, go. But I've gotten my legs under me finally. Yeah, I thought you guys would like this shirt, Mito. Stu, I have things I have to do. I can. Let's see. I don't know if I can confirm there's a special guest voice in 36, but there is. There is. Yeah, Fortnite is licensing all of those games, and they have a lot of money for it. Hello, DSBGPVP. I know we thought we could do the Galaxy Quest crossover because it was the same company, but it turned out we would have had to license that, and it wasn't something we could justify investing in at the time. Yep, it's you, Stu. I'll send you your contract soon. Oh, good. I'm glad, Rachel. Ramona, not next week. But you're pretty close in terms of when that particular stream will be. Next week's 10 Forward Weekly, actually, we're going to have Star Trek author Dayton Ward on for an interview, which should be really fun. I would love to do a Kamen Rider holodeck episode. Seth would do it for next to free. Yeah, but Seth doesn't own the Orville. There's a lot of other people who own that stuff. Oh, interesting, Beowulf. I will mention that on the list. Yes, and also just his general career as a Star Trek writer, Mino. That's not a bad idea, Wookie Bill. One Klingon-sized Tribble or 100 Tribble-sized Klingons? One Klingon-sized Tribble. Because Tribbles, while they multiply like heck, they don't really, fight. So I could win the fight. Ken Cam, go ahead and post the mirror runabout I created a thread in the bugs and issues section of the Discord, for people to list all of those items. So go ahead and put that there, and hope that I'll pass the whole feed on. The whole list on, not feed. I haven't heard any more discussions about it, Duncan. Looking at the list, I don't think there's anything coming up that would have a fetified version, but I could be wrong. Non-ship items. Oh, okay. I will. I'll take a look at that sync. That would have started before my time, so I'm not sure. Setzo, sure it would, but I'm only fighting the one of them because I only signed up to fight one Klingon-sized Tribble. So when I sit on it, and the fight is declared in my favor. Well, if it's a cannibal Tribble, then I'm screwed. Does the Damocles have a KDF skin? Oh, that's a really good idea. Oh, it's way too late for that, but that's a really good idea. Yeah, the Lobby sinks are something we think about, but not as much as Dill sinks. Trexpert, I would love to do Date Your Starship. Maybe someday. Moopsy versus Tribble. Who's winning that fight? Moopsy. They eat the Tribble. Mino Dan, you can ask that. And the answer would be yes. This year being all of 2026. Which Tribble dish would you try given no the choice and no way to avoid? Probably, Tribble, like, maybe if it was like roasted Tribble and some pasta or something. I don't know. You're right. That's actually true. If a Tribble doesn't have bones, then Moopsy just goes through it. So I guess it's a stalemate. How soon will we be able to use the Tribble server? Soon, TM. But very soon. Pretty soon. We've got the date that we'll be announcing and the date that it goes live scheduled now. In my humble opinion, what's the best meta ship in the game right now? I don't know. The Machla. Obviously, it's the Machla. So Sync adding new alien races is a is a pretty time consuming task, mostly for all of the parts you have to make and stuff. That's why Discovery Andorians never happened. Okay, apparently the Ark Royal is among the top ships. I also believe that while there will be some consensus over which ships are good, if I asked all of our min-maxing content creators which ships were which ship was the best in the meta, there would be some arguments. Can we get a few skyscrapers on New Romulus already? So Jeremy actually answered this a couple weeks ago. Basically, when you get to New Romulus in the story, New Romulus is being built. So it makes sense to leave it being built because that's when you get there in the story. If that makes sense. Mirror angle is still number one. Maybe I should switch this guy to the angle. I just really wanted to try this Andorian ship, and it helps me survive a lot more. How would one become part of the content creator program? I am reworking that process right now. I think what I'm going to end up doing is doing a sign up sheet, like a Google form, rather than just people randomly DMing me. So that's probably what we're going to have to do. We're also in the process of changing the content creator program and splitting it up a little bit so that we're going to have a like sort of behind the scenes content creator program where we can talk about stuff with them. And then also a role, the current content creator role will still allow you to post in different things. You won't get in trouble for saying it, Galactic Cowboy. It's not coming back, but I miss it. I miss the Foundry very much. Yep, exactly, Moowalk. That's correct. Would it be a huge job to add Vorta as player characters to the Minion faction? Oh yeah, huge job, in fact, because that entire storyline is written around you being a Jem'Hadar. So it's not just adding a new species; it's rewriting the whole story. I saw he said thank you, Rachel, so I assume he knows what I think of his work. Yeah, that's the one that I'm using because it's the tanky pilot, and that's kind of fun. It's a good idea, Duncan. It's okay. You know it all already, Wolf. Stanky Boy, I nobody's getting special access. Don't worry. We just sort of had to shut some things down because there was some bad actors who were getting fed reports and then blasting things all over social media out of context. Nice, your plays. Would it ever be possible to have an account to Lithium Bank to make it easier to transfer to Lithium between characters? I think that would add to the problems. Drama llamas. I like it. All right, I'm gonna say last question. So let's make it a good one. Make it something that'll take me longer than 10 seconds to answer. I'm waiting for a question worthy of an answer. Jer plays. I answered this in the Discord earlier. The meaning of life is be excellent to each other. Yeah, absolutely, Jonesy. Feel free to send me a friend request. It's better if you send it off stream because I don't want the stream to be flooded with friend requests. But if I ever had to rewrite the first season of DS9, how would I do it? I don't think I would. First season of DS9 is really good. What am I most excited about on the roadmap? Something that is not fully spelled out on the roadmap, so I can't tell you. What's my favorite ship in STO playstyle and why? It's the Mochla. It drifts, baby. It drifts and it's really fast and it does cool stuff and it cloaks. My legendary Oberth is being released in hell. Will the Delta Quadrant be expanded beyond a drag strip? No plans for that right now, but things could change. Was it a big deal to change KDF from Gempock as a mission giver? Not as big of a deal as you'd think, because it's on a storyline break, so we didn't go back and make Laurel, the story contact for all the previous stuff. So there you go. Any big quality of life feature coming that I can talk about at all? Let me see. Any progress in addressing lag? Killing lag is fighting 100 demons at once. 100,000. It's killing 6 billion demons. So there's always progress being made, but there's always more progress to make. Oh yeah, you're right. We haven't had Laurel giving out missions in a while. We'll bring her back. After the Noble, can we get more roll bars? Yes. Which Star Trek actors have I met? A lot of them. Mostly at conventions and such. Okay, so I can tell you guys this. I had the wildest thing happen the other day. So I'm directing a play in Los Angeles. I was directing it for the first 4 months of the year, in rehearsals wise, and then it just opened up 2 or 3 weekends ago because it just closed 2 weekends ago. Anyway, on the middle Sunday of the run, I think, there was a gentleman, a bald gentleman with a goatee that I saw from afar and went, that looks like Ira Stephen Bear, but that's not him. And then later I noticed that the goatee was blue and I went, but that's not him. This is a tiny theater in North Hollywood. Why would he be here? And then I went and talked to the woman who was taking tickets and I was like, do we have an Ira Bear here? And she was like, let me see. Yeah, do you know him? And I freaked out a little bit. And then I thought about why in the heck would Ira Bear be at my tiny play and remembered that my lead actress knows everybody. And so I knocked on the dressing room door and I was like, Michelle, is Ira Bear a friend of yours? And she was like, oh yeah, we go way back. And I was like, cool, that explains it. But I got to go up to him and say hi. And he said he liked the show. So that's great. I've never seen that man smile before. Ken Kim, that's a good idea. I'll pass that on. Who did I think was the coolest? Why am I forgetting Martok's name? JG Hertzler. Jeez. He walked around the office, but he and I got to talk about sword fighting, and he also knew about the my favorite sword fight choreographer of all time, Bob Anderson. He'd worked with him on Highlander. So, oh hey, how you doing, Al? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. His first name is General. Yeah, fair. I have met Gowron several times too. Gowron is one of the God, his real name is O'Reilly, something O'Reilly. I'm stuck on Mark, and I don't think that's right. But anyway, I saw him at a premiere because he was friends with one of the people in a little web series I was in, and then I chatted with him at a small convention in Pasadena a couple weeks ago. Robert O'Reilly, thank you. Michelle Forbes is not on the cards right now, but I'm sure people would love to have her in there. Doing the eyes thing hurts him now. That makes sense. That can't be comfortable. Yeah, Captain Gecko is Al. Oh. Everybody's freaking out because you're because they figured out who you are, Al. But yeah, we miss you too, man. I hope everything's going really well at DCU. He's in the YouTube chat, Trexpert. Oh, that's right. I just saw him and Paul on a DCU video. That was awesome. It was really good to see my old coworkers' faces again. How about those ROM-fed uniforms getting access to their comm badges? That's an interesting. I'll just post it in the bugs list as if it's a bug. I assume they can't use Federation comm badges. Do I know of any actors who play the game? Yes, I do, but not Star Trek actors. I know that DC Universe Online, Dan. It's the superhero game. Trexpert, help. What's her name? But the actress from Resident Alien plays our game on Twitch a lot. Noah does play. That's true. I forgot Noah plays. He doesn't do streams anymore, but he still plays. Alice Wetterlund, thank you, big damn nerd. I appreciate it. Did I ever get the clarification on which comm badges the Romulan Federation unit can't do? All right, well, thanks for stopping by, Al. Have a good meeting. Engage. No, Cryptic has not dabbled with AI at all. Oh, she was in Lower Decks. Oh, well, sick. That's great. I also miss Noah on streams. He was great. I would have loved to do some more team ups with him. Jeez. Okay, I think I need to wrap up this stream. Okay, Federation comm badges and rank pins. Great. I have put that in there on the list as well. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap us up here. But, somebody asked if there was a quality of life thing coming up that I could talk about, or at least tease. That was good. And so I'm going to look. Whoa. What happened? Don't do that. Checking that I'm not sharing this. Good God. Okay, nothing coming up before the summer event that for me to tease. But there's more stuff coming up. Coming up as we go. All right. Alice Wetterlund and STO grassroots campaign. I'm in. She's great. She's very funny. Okay, Twitch. Well, yeah, but that was also years ago, Shirado. And procedural generation is a little bit different than AI. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's see who all is streaming Stowe right now. Not that many people. This guy isn't talking. The Third Berg Dynasty. Don't raid Wolf. He cuts holes in his hats. Okay. Well, I've raided Wolf a bunch. That's why I'm checking. But this person, I can't even connect to their stream, it seems. Oh, yes, I can. All right. We're going to try this one. All right, folks. Thanks for being here. Hope y'all had a great time on the stream. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next week, as I said, with a very special guest. And we'll see you then. So bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.